Let's discover the magic of hair density and how it can be your best friend in achieving luscious locks. We'll dive in and explore how to pamper your locks according to their wonderful density. What exactly is hair density? Picture a forest. Some areas have trees packed closely, while in others they stand a little more spread out. Hair density works in a similar way. It's all about the number of hair strands that sprout from your scalp in a given space. Think of a square inch on your scalp. How many hair strands call that space home? That's your hair density. There's 3 types. Low hair density. This just means your hair is more spaced out, creating a light and airy vibe. Styling can be a breeze and your locks might feel less weighed down. Medium hair density. You have a balanced amount of strands, which offers flexibility in styling while keeping a natural fullness. High hair density. Your locks are abundant and thick, which gives you that envy-worthy volume. But remember, with great volume comes great responsibility. Proper care is key to keep those strands healthy. How do you find out the level of hair density of your strands? Counting each strand individually in a 1 by 1 inch part of your scalp is the most precise method to find out hair density. But that's not what we're going to show you, since it's not the easiest task. In research labs, this technique is named trichoscopy. We'll give you at-home tips instead, so you can figure it out without breaking your head counting your hair 1 by 1. In labs, less than 2,200 strands per square inch on your scalp means you've got low hair density. If your hair falls between 2,200 and 2,800 strands per square inch, well, you're in the medium hair density club. And if you've got more than 2,800 strands per square inch, congrats! You're in the high hair density family. But let's move on to at-home techniques, which gives you an idea of your hair density. First technique, the visual check. The simplest method to roughly finding out your hair density at home is a visual check. If your scalp is visible without adjusting your hair, well then your density might lean towards the lower side. When a slight hair shift reveals your scalp, you're likely in the medium range. And if spotting your scalp takes some effort, you're probably rocking high hair density. Before we move on to the next technique, give us a virtual high five by smacking that like button. It'll help us share these tips with others, all thanks to you. Next technique, the dapper hair clip. For this playful method, you'll need a hair clip or a bobby pin that's easily visible against your hair color. Wash and air dry your hair to allow it to fall naturally. Now clip the pin close to your scalp in a discreet section. Take a peek at your roots and notice how your hair interacts with the pin. If the pin is visibly peeking through, you're likely to have low hair density. If it's somewhat hidden, but not entirely buried, medium hair density might be your jam. And if that pin is dancing in a lush forest of hair, high density is waving hello. Okay, now let's move on to those tips and tricks to care for your hair according to its density. But before we do, if you want to keep up with all the best tips to achieve gorgeous, healthy hair, go ahead and subscribe. Join us on this healthy hair adventure. The first pro tip for all hair density types. The first pro tip for all kinds of hair density is detangling breezily. From high-density hair that needs to manage tangles or low-density hair with less strands and don't want to lose any more in a detangling battle, we bring you a detangler that's going to save your strands from damage. It's called TangleGenie, your strand-saving superhero. This magical detangling tool has a unique 360-degree bristle design and glides effortlessly through damp or dry hair. No more painful tugs or hair wrestling matches. You'll love the results. Get ready to breeze through your hair with TangleGenie in hand. Now, let's get into tips for each density type. First up, low-density hair care. Here's where you need to choose wisely. Opt for lightweight, volumizing shampoos and conditioners. These products won't weigh your hair down and will give you a little lift. They add just the right touch of magic without overwhelming the performance of products, whether it's shampoos, conditioners, or styling sprays. Look for ones with words like light, weightless, or volumizing. These gentle goodies will help your locks soar and twirl effortlessly. What about styling? Low-density hair is like a delicate flower. It thrives when treated with a little TLC. Heat from curling irons and straighteners can sometimes be a tad too much for your tender tresses. Embrace heatless hairstyles like braids, buns, and twists. They're like hugs for your hair, allowing it to shine without the stress of high temperatures. Plus, it gives a little extra volume. And by going heatless, you're showing your low-density hair some pure love by protecting your already delicate strands from further unnecessary damage. What about dry shampoos? Dry shampoo is the fairy godmother of low-density hair. It's like an instant volume booster for your fabulous mane, adding a touch of enchanting oomph. It creates texture that amps up the volume, making your hair look fuller and more vibrant. The best part? Dry shampoo is a weightless wonder. It adds that va-va-voom without the heaviness. So how do you create your own for a healthy version? Easy peasy. Use 1 tablespoon of organic rice flour, dab it onto your hair, and voila! We share other recipes in a previous video. Head over to it after this one. It's your trusty companion for that touch of low-density perfection. Next up, medium-density hair care. What should you do? Hydration care. Medium-density hair loves moisture. Moisture is key, so invest in hydrating shampoos and conditioners to keep your hair lush and happy. Balanced care. Strike a balance with your hair care routine. Use hydrating products without going too heavy or too light. Regular trims. Keep your ends healthy and prevent thinning by scheduling regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks. This helps get rid of split ends and keeps your hair looking full and healthy. Oil elixir. Treat your hair to occasional oil treatments. They nourish your scalp and strands, leaving your locks with a healthy glow. Final runner, high-density hair care. What should you do to care for your hair? Deep cleanse. Regular cleansing is crucial to prevent buildup, using a clarifying shampoo occasionally to ensure your scalp remains healthy. Conditioning cheers. Focus conditioner on the mid-lengths to ends of your hair. It prevents excessive oiliness at the scalp while keeping the lengths hydrated. Rich products. Embrace richer conditioners and styling products to nourish and control your voluminous locks. Massage magic. Give your scalp a gentle massage now and then to stimulate blood circulation. This encourages healthy hair growth. Do you have extra tips to share? Let us know in the comments. We love sharing great tips with everyone. And head over to this video right here to find out how you can determine your hair porosity and how to care for your hair according to your porosity level. Happy hair loving!